follow the washing instructions. Washing instructions are always on the inside of a garment. I've showed this on some other videos, and there's always a tag on the inside which will show you what it's made of and the washing instructions behind it. This garment, for example, says use Woolmark approved wool detergent. So that's very important. I've discussed it in another video where a Woolmark approved detergent means there is an alkaline in the chemicals which will try and suck out as much of the dirt and grime as possible out of the garment. So that type of material, a normal detergent, needs those chemicals for your t-shirts and your jeans and your so forth. If you use that on a woolen product, it will destroy it. It'll suck too much of the fibers, it'll destroy the fibers, it might even pull some of the color out of the wool. So you need to use wool detergent. You also need to follow the washing instructions. Most of them will say put it on a wool cycle, which means that the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius or below. And it will also have a limited spin cycle, and that won't be too fast to ruin the garment. But the other way to also say, there are different wools. Not all wools can be machine washed. So if you wash a wool that is not machine washable, you will most likely shrink it, or you'll take some new look out of the garment. If it's a garment like this, which says that it's machine washable, this garment here is what they call a superwash wool. Washes extremely well if you follow the washing instructions, not too hot of a temperature, not too fast of a spin cycle. You lay it flat to dry as well. And I've spoken about this. One of my favorite things in the world is to use an iron once it's dry. You put the iron on a linen setting, which is a very steamy setting, and it makes sure that all the creases come out. And it's also, you can also iron a garment on linen setting without washing it. That way it's like a bit of a dry clean. It takes the creases out, it freshens up the garment, it kills all the germs because it's a very hot, steamy setting. So that's something that I like to suggest always, iron it on the linen setting. And that way you will also get a longer lifespan out of it, meaning you don't have to wash it too much. A few other recommendations that I always bring up to customers and on videos. The Philips lint remover, the electronic one, it runs with a couple of batteries in the back. It's got a little suction fan on it with some blades and a mesh on the front. You go over the garment, it sucks up all the pilling or anything else that's on it, and it kind of shaves it off with a mesh in between to make sure that it doesn't put any holes in your garment. So one of my favorite tools, especially I'm wearing a cashmere jumper, and the cashmere needs pill a little bit. So especially where the arms rub. So I like to freshen up my garment by going over it with this lint remover. So that way you'll also get a long lifespan out of the garment by not having to wash it too much, but just freshening it up by removing some pilling, ironing out the creases and steaming it with pushing the steam button to try and kill the germs in the garment. And also, if you've got a little bit of dandruff or some hairs on the garment, you can use the sticky lint remover. You can buy them in the supermarket for only a few dollars. You lay it down on a flat surface and you roll it over. And what it does, it makes all the fluff and all this dandruff and hair stick to the roller instead of having to wash it every time. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is not to ruin a garment, follow the washing instructions, whether it's a machine washable garment or a hand wash garment. You can always clean it without having to wash it by using the lint removers or the iron that I suggested. And the other recommendation is always lay it flat to dry. Do not put it in a tumble dryer. You will destroy the garment if you put it in a tumble dryer. It will shrink. Guaranteed, it will shrink to half the size. So follow those instructions and you should get a garment which lasts you quite a while. Thank you.